All right, y'all. Welcome to episode Buzz Boys podcast. Blah blah blah. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Anyway, fresh off a heartbreaker. It's 1:30 in the morning, East Coast time, and overtime thriller, Staples Center, Lakers, and all you can say is damn, bro. All you can say is damn. Twin three. Cody Martin three, in and out, heartbreaker. Miles hits a three to force overtime. Terry Rozier, a lot of clutch buckets down the stretch. He finishes with 29? Yeah, he finishes with 29 in 40 minutes. It was all around complete game. LaMelo Ball, 25-point triple double, 15 rebounds. It was a beautiful game, man. Everybody played well. Like the whole starting lineup had 20 points. Plumlee had 13 and 10. It was about as good as a game that we gonna get. Terry Rozier 29, Gordon 21 and 6, LaMelo 25, 11 and 15. Miles has 19 and 8, hits the shot to force overtime. Plumlee has 13 and 10. He did foul out though. Really, what lacked was the bench production. The Lakers killed us as far as the bench production went. Like our bench, I don't know why it doesn't show bench points, but our bench, I think we might have had like 16 bench points. Okay, Martin 3, Richards 3. So 16. Yeah, 16. We had 16 bench points compared to the Lakers like 40 something. Well, mainly because Melo had fucking 30 off the bench, but still, between Melo's 29, Malik Monk's 10, Wayne Ellington 8, Austin Reeves 8, Dwight Howard has 4. Whatever the fuck that is. Excuse me. Close to 50 plus points, probably 50 plus. So, that's really the thing that lost us the game. We didn't have any bench production. And I feel like this is where the book night conversation has got to start. Because, bro, yes, Martin started out good for the first couple of games, but, bro, like, a good night for Cody Martin is 10 points, bro. That's the reality. A good night for Cody Martin is him reaching double digits. Him having 10 is a good night for Cody Martin. Tonight he has 3. Night before last, 8. He had 12. And the game that he had 12 points, he only played 20 minutes. Against the Warriors, he has 2. Cavs, he has 10. Trailblazers, he has 4. He has 15 against the Heat, 12 against the Magic, 3 against the Celtics. So it's like, bro, you're basically going back and forth with Cody Martin having between 8 to 10 points, maybe 12, or he might have 3. He might have 5. And it's like, bro, I just feel like you need, especially with Ish Smith now being out of the rotation, we got to get some backcourt production, especially coming from that bench. It has to come from somewhere. And, I'm going to keep bringing Book Knight's name up. Unless Book Knight plays and plays like shit, I'm going to keep bringing his name up. But let's talk about the people that did play. Like I said, I think everybody played amazing. I'm so glad that Terry had the game that he did tonight, because hopefully it just changes everything going forward. Like, okay, we don't got to worry about Terry. He's going to come alive, you feel me? He's going to do what he's going to do. LaMelo played out fucking standing. I'm so proud of him, bro. Like, he's our leading rebounder by far. And, Plumlee had 13 and 10, but in reality, my phone is at 5%. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Fuck. And I'm sorry, y'all. But it's like Plumlee has 10 rebounds, but LaMelo had 12 and Plumlee had 7. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them Plumlee rebounds, I guess, came later on. Because, LaMelo was by far our leading rebounder the whole night. So, I'm surprised that Plumlee ended up with a double-double. I'm glad he did. And I mean, we could have had more. And I mean, and Nick Richards, I'm gonna give some props to Nick Richards. He was down there battling with Anthony Davis. You got to give him respect. Um, but it was a lot of times where Nick Richards could have had a rebound and it just got took from him. Like he would box out, he would be in the perfect position to get the ball and just wouldn't end up with it. Whether it would be Dwight Howard snatching it from him, Rajon Rondo snatching it from him, AD snatching it from him, like it just looked like a teenager trying to play against grown men type shit. Like it just looked like he just didn't quite have the strength to be battling with those guys. I mean, he would literally be right there, like the ball's coming right to him, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody else from Lakers has it and they're gone. And it's just like Knicks just then they're like, what the fuck just happened? And that kind of happened multiple times tonight. I mean, he only played 16 minutes, but 3 points, 4 rebounds. And them 4 rebounds got to be higher because really he could have had like 8, 9. Like he had multiple rebounds where it was just like, how did you not end up with the ball? McDaniels played early in that first quarter. I believe he started the second. He only played 9 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I don't really see why he got benched. I mean, off of his size, he was grabbing boards, like, and those 2 rebounds, it was like kind of like back-to-back plays where he got offensive rebounds and threw it out to the 3-point shooter for the assist. I don't really understand the point of playing him 9 minutes. I don't really get what that did, but whatever. But like I said, it was an all-around team effort. Everybody had plays tonight where they were basically trying to will us to win. Now, I do feel like LaMelo did obviously get fouled, and I felt like they should have been free throws. But Plumlee did call a timeout, bro. Plumlee's dumbass called a timeout. Like, the same moment that, like, LaMelo grabs the ball, like, Plumlee's doing this. And it's just like, he did call the timeout. So it's like, I can't really nitpick and say, oh, no, fuck the timeout, give him foul. Like, even though I want LaMelo to get these free throws, it's kind of like, I saw Plumlee call the timeout. Like I saw it. I saw him doing it. So, it's tough to kind of, even though I obviously have no problem saying fuck the refs. If anybody saw that Bears game what just happened, I don't know what the NFL gonna have to come out and say about that, because that was oof. Like I've never seen nothing quite like that with just like, yeah, this has to be rigged, because what the fuck was that? So I'm glad NBA ref, and seeing shit like that, it makes you glad to have the refing that the NBA does. But nonetheless, though, Lakers played a good game, really by fucking Melo. Like Melo dominated, bro. Like he just went dummy. We had nobody who could match up with him. And shit, I would have rather had McDaniels trying to guard Carmelo Anthony. We had McDaniels guarding Anthony Davis. Like, I would have rather him been guarding Melo, shit. And then we had Miles Bridges guarding Anthony Davis. It's just like, I guess PJ would have been a good matchup. He's out. Just kind of like, what the fuck do we do? Like a yawn burp. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Excuse me. But, but it would just match up problems. I knew if Anthony Davis was healthy, what type of game it was going to be. I'm not surprised that he had 30. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he only had 12 rebounds. He could have had, more. Westbrook, 17, 14, 12. Melo, 29. So it's like, you feel me? Melo gives you 30. AD gives you 30 and 10. 30 and 12. Russell Westbrook, big triple-double. And then they got the bench production, bro. They got the bench production. And, I mean, Kent Bazemore played like shit. But they got the bench production from Bradley, Reeves, Wayne Ellington, Malik Monk. They got that bench production. And that was enough to push them to that lead, bro. And, shout out to the Lakers for completely losing their composure. They had a complete meltdown where they got 3 techs straight. And LaMelo basically shot 5 free throws in a row. And that's basically what propelled us into that overtime. Like, without that 5-point play that we basically had, what the fuck? There's no 5-point play in basketball. Without that happening, we probably wouldn't even have reached overtime. So thanks for the Lakers for losing their composure right there and giving us that opportunity. Um, the Hornets did blow a lead, not to the magnitude of the Clippers game, but the Hornets did blow a lead. We had like maybe a 10-point lead, I want to say. Maybe nine. I'm going to say nine. 9-point lead. There's maybe about 5 to 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And I'm just going off memory here. Yeah, about 5, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. We had a 9, 10 point lead. And it got away from it. It got away from us quick. It just got away from us. And I don't know. A lot of things just started unwinding. Rondo got ejected, and you kind of thought that was going to be some kind of like shot in the arm, like an energizer thing. But we came out sloppy out of that. Like he gets ejected. We had a couple turnovers, and it just I don't know. I feel like if we could have pounced on that immediately, it could have really flipped the script, changed the game. So it's like, we blow the 9-point lead going into the fourth, and it really got out of hand at one point. Like we were down like 13, 14, and it was like, this could get ugly. So for us to even battle back and even get within 5, and then that shit happens, I was proud of the way our team fought. And I would really hate and I would be embarrassed if we go 0-5 on this road trip, because there were definitely some winnable games. And I feel like we've lost a lot of winnable games this year. And that's going to be the difference between us being a good team, a great team. That, you have to beat the team that you're supposed to beat almost every night. That's how you end up with 50, 60 wins, because you beat the team that you're supposed to beat. We're supposed to beat the Cavs. We're supposed to beat the Kings. Those 2 wins that, instead of being 5-7, we're 7-5 right now. Those are 2 wins you gotta get, period. And then it's like, okay, we're about to play a Grizzlies team where it's like, that's a winnable fucking game. But last time we played them, Steven Adams fucking bullied us. So are you going to allow Steven Adams to bully you? We don't know. Well, that's yet to be seen. And I did post, I recorded a road trip video about the road trip. I didn't get a chance to post it because by the time I edited it and put it together, the road trip had started. We already had a loss, so it's like kind of fucked the prediction up a little bit. But I'm gonna do a better job with consistent content. Stay on my ass, bro. Comment under my shit, yo. Where's videos, all that shit, so I'm gonna stay on this shit. But man, there's a lot of winnable games coming up, and we're gonna have to take control and win these games that's coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the schedule. We have the Grizzlies tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, but 2 days. Grizzlies at the Grizzlies. Then we come home Friday, November 12th against the Knicks. Then we play the Warriors. Then we play the Wizards. Then we play the Pacers. So we're coming up on a 4-game homestand where we play 4 games in a week. Knicks, Warriors, Wizards, Pacers. I feel like you got to go 3-1 on that homestand. But all 4 of those are winnable for shit sure. All 4 of those games are very winnable. Like at the end of the day, I know the Knicks done had a good little start to their season, but they're still the fucking Knicks, bro. They're still the Knicks. They lost to the Cavs the other night. They lost to the Pacers the other night. And they lost to the Raptors. They had some wins against the Bucks and the 76ers that kind of makes you, Well, Joel Embiid didn't fucking play, so never mind. That 76ers shit don't count. So, they beat the Bucks. But, you feel me? They lost to the Cavs. They lost to the Pacers. They lost to the Raptors. This is a game that you got to win. They're coming off they're going to be coming off well, no, it's not going to be a back-to-back. But they play the Bucks. They play the Bucks. Then they play us. So, this is something that we gotta win against the Knicks, man. I'm trying to see their fucking record, dude. Like, pull up the fucking record. Okay, the Knicks are 7-4. So I mean, this is, we gotta win that game, man. That's just something that we have to do. We gotta win that game. Warriors. I mean, they got us. They got us, in San Francisco. We got to get them back. We got to get them back. But if we drop that game, hey, Curry just went fucking crazy tonight. 50 points. He almost had a 50-point triple double. He went insane tonight. So if Curry comes in hot and the Warriors are rolling, we drop that, okay. But Knicks, Wizards, Pacers at home, those are games we got to win. Especially considering you already beat the Pacers to open up the season. I accidentally clicked on a notification, bro. A freaking email. It made me in my video, but I'll put it together on iMovie. I hate dealing with iMovie, though. That shit takes forever to export. But, okay, looking at it, Wizards, Pacers, the Pacers, we already beat them in the home opener, so it's a definitely winnable game. We've done it before. Now, I don't know, I think PJ is kind of looking at like a week-ish, give or take. So hopefully we're kind of looking at he could probably be back around that maybe Wizards Pacers game. So that's the 19th. So that's 10 days from now. So hopefully by then PJ is back by that Pacers game, because we need all the help we can get, Gardner, Sabonis, and Turner. And then from that 4-game homestand, we have the Hawks, the Wizards, the Magic, the Timberwolves, the Rockets. None of those teams I just named are very scary. So it's like in our next, is this 10 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in our next 10 games, Grizzlies, Knicks, Warriors, Wizards, Pacers, Hawks, Wizards again, Magic, Timberwolves, Rockets. I could definitely see us going 8-2 in this stretch. If you drop one to the Hawks, you drop one to the Warriors, let's say maybe you split one with the Wizards, that's 7-3. But Timberwolves, Rockets, Magic, Pacers, at least one of the Wizards games, and I'm gonna say that Knicks game, you gotta get 6-4 should be bare minimum in that 10 game stretch. For real. For real. So I'm really hoping that the tide can turn. And it's not like the Hornets are just flat out getting fucked up in a lot of these games. They're competitive, and then it's just like it's one key moment where it's just like the momentum completely just comes to a screeching halt and flip-flops. And that's what we got to stop. Collapses. Because like we're fighting, it's a good game until it collapses. And, right now we're nearing 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and try to close it out. But tonight, amazing game, overtime, shocker, thriller. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody on Twitter just tweeting. I really wish we could have came out with that win on national TV. I mean, it was on NBA TV, so I don't know if that's national, but I'm pretty sure it's national. But either way, I'm proud of the Hornets. I'm proud of the fight, man. I feel like everybody played good for the most part. A few outliers here and there, but everybody played pretty good. And like I said, I'm proud, man. And I think we come out against the Grizzlies, and I feel like we play desperate, because you don't want to go 0-5 on a road trip. You don't want to be winless on a road trip. So hopefully we can go to Memphis and punch them in the mouth, especially knowing you're about to go home. So, you come out, you punch Memphis in the mouth, and you try to get out of there with a win and come home off a win. And that's going to be major for us going into that game against the Knicks, having confidence. I mean, I feel like even in this loss, you should have confidence. At the end of the day, they were without LeBron, but I mean, we still just played Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Anthony Davis. those are three guys that are going to the Hall of Fame, and I'm pretty sure I want to say all three of them made the top 75. I don't know if Melo made the top 75, but nevertheless, you know, we just played three Hall of Famers. They did what Hall of Famers do. We lost by skin of our teeth. But I mean, this young team we fought, and I feel like we can walk out of Staples Centers with our head held high, knowing that we fought. So I don't feel too bad about this loss. It is a loss, but it's not a bad one. It's not Clippers 22-0 run bad. You force overtime, you lose by 3, and a shot to force double overtime rims out. You guys fought to the end. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I probably will do a video completely dedicated to our upcoming games, dedicated to our homestand after the Grizzlies game. So I'll do a video on the Grizzlies too, and then I'll probably make a video about the homestand. But hey man, until then, I'm out. Peace. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to add in one more last little tad bit. Oh my god, I just realized I don't even have my AirPods in. I don't know how this video finna sound. But I just want to add one more little tidbit. The Lakers had 15 turnovers. We had 18. But the Lakers had 33 points off turnovers. We had 6. So even though we only had 3 more turnovers than them, they literally had almost 5 times, 6 times the points off turnovers than us. We have 6 points off their 15 turnovers. They had 33 points off of our 18 turnovers. So almost every time we turned the ball over, they came down and scored. They turned the ball over, we came down and scored, 6 points? Let's say, that's 3 2-pointers. What the fuck? That's 3 out of 15 times. That's not good. So I mean, that's really where I feel like the game was lost. That and the bench points, which was 16-59. The Lakers almost had 60 points off the bench. Obviously, Melo has half of that, but that was the big disparity right there. The 16 bench points. I mean, and that's not enough anyway. Period. And the 16 bench points compared to the Lakers 60. The point off turnovers 33-6. That's where this game was lost. The free throw differential wasn't too crazy. Let's see. We shot 28 free throws. They shot 35. Here's what it is. Not too bad. But we shot 33% on threes. They shot 40. We shot 43% from the field. They shot 48. And so, I mean, most things were tit for tat, but the 3-point percentage and, but, the thing is, we out-rebounded them tonight. We out-rebounded them, but they had 11 steals to our 5, 8 blocks to our 3. That's where the game was won. We had more points in the paint than them. We had the same amount of fouls. Now, that don't make no damn sense. How the fuck we had the same amount of fouls, but they had more free throws? Well, reach-in fouls, so whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to add in that little tad bit, just really, because that's really where the game was won and lost, for real. Them points off of turnovers, they capitalized off turnovers, we didn't capitalize off theirs, and that's really where the game was lost. But I just wanted to add in that little tad bit just because I just watched the James Borrego post-game interview. He did say that he was proud of Melo. He stepped up big time. Terry Rozier stepped up. That's what happened, and I mean, I'm glad to see that Borrego gave Melo his props, which he always does. Don't feed into the narrative that Borrego hates LaMelo or any of that stuff. That's not true. He gave LaMelo his props, and I'm just gonna try to.
These games like this obviously sting more than others, but I just want to know your thoughts on how you think the team did, and then kind of your message to them after a game like this.
Just got to stay with it. That's the biggest thing right now. No one's feeling sorry for themselves. I thought we played a fine game tonight. We were right there, battled.
And that's exactly what I said. I feel like there's no reason to be ashamed of what happened tonight. it's saying we fought hard. Basically saying the same thing.
We're up, we were down, we found a way to claw back to overtime. I thought our guys were fantastic. So we just keep moving forward. Nobody's feeling sorry for themselves in there. We keep battling. It's a long season.
There's so many players I could ask you on. I got a couple in mind, but LaMelo, kind of a sneaky triple-double there. What did you think about his response from last night's game to how he did tonight, just keeping the fouls down, turnovers down a little bit?
Yeah, I thought he took a step forward tonight as a professional. I thought he, got us in good stuff, especially down the stretch. I was really proud of him. Obviously, I'll learn more as I watch the film. There was too many plays tonight to go through, but I think in general, just how he moved the ball, he shared it. He made big shots, big free throws. Defensively, I thought he was locked in, so I thought he took a step tonight.
And Terry Rozier, 29 points. Was this a game where you saw him kind of break through those mental barriers you talked about?
Yeah, for sure. I think he looks much more comfortable. Looks like Terry out there now. Took some big shots, missed some, made some, but we need him to take those big shots. And, yeah, it was great. That was a really positive piece of the game tonight. So just to see him back, gaining, that confidence again. So big step forward for him as well.
Last question for you. Camilla.
All right, so right there, you guys basically heard what he said right there. Melo stepped up in every aspect. He basically did what we need him to do. Terry Rozier steps up, looks like his old self, and that can, everybody kind of finally exhale, like, okay, Terry finally had that game. He's back. So, like I said, moving forward, keep your head held high. It's not anything to be ashamed of or anything like that. We fought hard and forced overtime. And then it's not like that Celtics game where we force overtime and get fucked up in overtime. It was a close one, literally to the last shot. So, Hornets fans, you feel me? Don't hang your head, man. We'll be all right. I just wanted to go ahead and give you that little tidbit from Coach while I was right here on the computer. But it's 2:00 in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to fuck to sleep and wrap this up. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Thank you for watching. If you watched this long, peace.